Hello, Elevation Health friends and family. Dr. David Yachter here, discussing with you the three biggest weight loss mistakes. I've had several conversations with some of you, many of my patients, as we're talking about our weight loss workshop coming up here on Monday. In some of the conversations, what I've realized is our thinking tends historically to be flawed when it comes to weight loss and our approach to it. Some of these things make the whole process very frustrating and leads to failure. So I want to help bring your attention to this. If your goal is for this year to be your healthiest year ever, then please listen carefully, because everything that we're going to talk about today is going to save you time, money, anxiety, frustration, and help you get the results that you may be looking for when it comes to feeling great, losing weight, and again, just getting healthier. There's nothing wrong with getting older as long as you're getting healthier, right? That's what we always say. Okay, so here's the three biggest mistakes. Are you ready? Number one, consuming diet foods and drinks. Low calorie prepackaged meals like Weight Watchers and lean cuisine. Many of these are loaded with toxins that cause hormonal dysregulation and inflammation, rampant inflammation throughout your body. And also, this metabolic process or dysfunction that results from this causes your body to store fat. So the main deception with these items is that the scale may seem to be going down in the process of using these things or incorporating them into your weight loss strategy. But the reality is that more than likely you're usually losing muscle and water. You're not losing fat. And it's also important to know that artificial sweeteners that are used in diet foods and drinks, like the pink and blue or yellow sugar substitute packets that you find on the table, they're all linked to diabetes and obesity in some way, shape, or form. All the studies point to that because of the effect that they have on insulin levels. So if you're looking to lose weight, the right place, the right way, permanently, you have to avoid these products at all costs. So that's number one. Number two, the second biggest mistake, counting and or conserving calories. The thing is, your body is smart. So when you eat less, your body begins to slow down your metabolism. And when it comes to weight loss and fat burning, you don't want to slow metabolism, right? You want to raise your metabolism. So obesity, type 2 diabetes, fatty liver, in most cases of heart disease, are all diseases of metabolism. So if you use this one stone correctly, you can kill all these birds in one shot, so to speak, not to mention losing weight. Plus, the key to keeping off the weight, all the weight that you lose, is raising and resetting the metabolism. It's impossible to keep the weight off if you have slowed your metabolism down in the process. Hopefully that makes sense. Simply cutting calories and starving yourself, unfortunately, will cause just the opposite. I will say that if you're going to cut anything, it should be the calories that cause your body to store fat. And not all calories are created equal, and a calorie is not a calorie. Some foods simply cause a hormonal change, leading to metabolic disaster. And if you cut calories and still consume these items, you may lose weight, but it's only a matter of time until it comes right back, plus a few more pounds that you didn't have before you started dieting. Frustrating at most, to say the least. So that's the second thing. The third thing is, the third biggest mistake that I see people tend to make is exercising too much. So I'm guilty of this. Some of you may have the same issue because you love exercising, but sometimes more is not better. And I do some sort of exercise every single day, but I will say that I'm super careful to not push myself too hard and overtrain. Because this leads to elevated cortisol levels, and that leads to elevated insulin, which, you guessed it, leads to fat storage. It takes your body out of fat burning when you exercise too much and can cause fat storage. And obviously, I don't want that, and I'm sure you don't want that either. So this is another common mistake that we make. It's a very common mistake that's made with exercising as an adjunct for weight loss. When trying to burn fat, all the studies point to the less is more concept. And in fact, many studies show that exercising, it's not even necessary to lose weight. So again, it all comes down to the hormonal effect that's caused by the way you eat and you're exercising. And when it comes to my health, the last thing that I want to do is wing it. It's just too important. And the difference between success and failure usually comes down to having the right ingredients when you're implementing a strategy such as losing weight. And that's exactly what I'll be covering at this upcoming workshop, the weight loss workshop event we have coming up this Monday. It's here's some of the other things that we're going to be covering: the right kind of exercise for fast and permanent weight loss. There's a way that you can exercise to trigger a hormonal response that will put your body and cause it to be a full-time fat burning machine. And if you want to learn about that, we're going to show you how to do that at the workshop, how to save time with that and get the most out of your workshops. How do you turn your body into a full-time fat burning machine? How do you trigger the proper hormonal response, not just with your exercise, but with your eating? We're going to talk about that. And then people always ask me about supplements. Hey, what kind of supplements can I take for fat burning? What's safe to help support my metabolism? So I'll be discussing the top supplements that have been clinically proven to have a positive metabolic effect on your body. So if you want to learn about this, you'll get this and so much more at our upcoming weight loss blockbuster workshop event. It's coming up this Monday at 5:45. We're almost out of seats. It's one of our most popular workshops over the year, and I can tell you that we only have a few seats left. So please call us or get up out of the seat if you're waiting for your adjustment now. Go up to the front desk, register yourself now if you haven't done so yet. You can register your friend, family member, loved ones, any guests you want to bring. Make sure we have all the names down as we wrap up registration this week. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love and appreciate you. God bless.